So good morning students, myself G. Ravi, Assistant Professor, Krishna University. Today I will discuss about thermodynamics. థర్మోడైనమిక్స్ థర్మోడైనమిక్స్ అంటే దేని గురించి చెప్తుంది? థర్మోడైనమిక్స్ అంటే దేని గురించి చెప్తుంది? which deals about transformation of energy, which deals about transformation of energy from system to surrounding, from system to surrounding. It deals అంటే thermodynamics deals about transformation of energy from system to surrounding, from system to surrounding. What is meant by system? What is meant by system? What is meant by system? System అంటే ఏమిటి? System అంటే ఏమిటి? అంటే the specified portion of the universe under the observation. The specified portion of the universe under the observation is called system. Is called system. For example, this nothing but a universe in which the specified portion, the specified portion of the universe is called system. Next, coming to the surrounding. What is meant by surrounding? What is meant by surrounding? The remaining portion of the universe, this is the universe, excluded the specified portion, excluded the system or specified portion. The remaining system of the universe, or the remaining system of the remaining portion of the universe is nothing but surrounding, is nothing but surrounding. So the surface at which between system and surrounding, between system and surrounding is called boundary. It is nothing but a boundary. It is a real or imaginary part. It is a real or imaginary surface. In says another way, the real and imaginary surface between system and surrounding is called boundary. Is called boundary. Okay, clear? What is the system and the surrounding? And the surrounding. If we see different types of the systems, different types of the system. Homogeneous system, heterogeneous system. Homogeneous system అంటే ఏంటి? Homogeneous and homo అంటే same, hetero అంటే different. The system in which more than one parts, more than one phases, more than one parts or more than one phases is called heterogeneous system. More than one phases, which must be different, which must be different. The system in which only one phase, that system is called as homogeneous system. Homogeneous system. In homogeneous system, physical and chemical properties are same. In homogeneous system, physical and chemical properties are same. But in case of heterogeneous system, physical and chemical properties are different. Based on energy and matter, based on energy and matter, system can be classified into three types. First one is isolated system. And second one is closed system. And third one is open system. Based on energy and matter. Based on energy and matter, system can be classified into two types. Open system అంటే ఏంటి? ఓపెన్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే ఏంటి అనేది చూసినట్లయితే, the system in which heat or energy and matter can be exchanged between system and surrounding. System and surrounding is called open system. Open system is in which heat or energy and matter can exchange between system and surrounding is called open system. Next, closed system. Closed system అంటే ఏంటి అనేది మనం చూసినట్లయితే, the system in which only energy or heat or energy can be exchanged. Only heat or energy can exchange between system and surrounding. Is called closed system. And isolated system అంటే ఏంటి? అని చూసినట్లయితే, isolated system in which neither energy nor matter can exchange between system and surrounding is called isolated system. చూడండి, ఐసోలేటెడ్ సిస్టంలో ఏమి ఎనర్జీ కానీ మ్యాటర్ కానీ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ అవ్వదు. క్లోజ్డ్ సిస్టంలో ఓన్లీ హీట్ ఎనర్జీ మాత్రమే ఎక్స్చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. బిట్వీన్ సిస్టమ్ అండ్ సరౌండింగ్ మధ్య ఓన్లీ ఎనర్జీ మాత్రమే ఎక్స్చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. బట్ ఓపెన్ సిస్టంలో మాత్రం హీట్ ఆర్ ఎనర్జీ అండ్ మ్యాటర్ రెండు, హీట్ కానీ ఎనర్జీ కానీ, దాన్ని నథింగ్ బట్ హీట్ ఎనర్జీ అంటాం. దీంట్లో హీట్ ఎనర్జీ అండ్ మ్యాటర్ రెండు సిస్టమ్కి సరౌండింగ్ మధ్య ఎక్స్చేంజ్ అయినట్లయితే దాన్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే ఓపెన్ సిస్టమ్ అని అంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ మనం చూసినట్లయితే థర్మోడైనమిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. థర్మోడైనమిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ చూసినట్లయితే ఇంటెన్సివ్ ప్రాపర్టీ అండ్ ఎక్స్టెన్సివ్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. extensive property. Extensive property. Intensive property అంటే the property which is independent on quantity and size of the system. Size of matter in a system. The property which independent on quantity and size of matter in a system. Quantity మీద కానీ size of matter మీద కానీ డిపెండ్ అవ్వదు. But extensive property is depends upon quantity and size of matter. చూడండి, ఇక్కడ థర్మోడైనమిక్స్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఒక యాటమ్ గురించి కానీ అయాన్ గురించి కానీ మాలిక్యూల్ గురించి కానీ మాట్లాడదు. ఇట్ సేస్ అబౌట్ ఓన్లీ బల్క్ మ్యాటర్. ఇట్ డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ ఓన్లీ బల్క్ మ్యాటర్స్. ఓన్లీ అయాన్ గురించి కానీ మాలిక్యూల్ గురించి కానీ యాటమ్ గురించి కానీ ఇండివిజువల్గా మాట్లాడదు ఎక్కడ కూడా థర్మోడైనమిక్స్ టాక్స్ అబౌట్ బల్క్ మ్యాటర్, ఓన్లీ బల్క్ మ్యాటర్. So that I can write matter. So intensive property ante the property which is independent on quantity and size of matter in a system. ఆ రెండింటి మీద డిపెండ్ అవ్వదు. Intensive property nothing but in which depends upon quantity and size of the matter. Quantity and size of the matter is extensive property. Next, coming to the thermodynamic process. Thermodynamic process. First one is isothermal process. Second one is adiabatic process. Third one is isobaric process. Fourth one is isobaric. Process, cyclic process, reversible process, irreversible process. First of all, what is the isothermal process? ఇవి చూశాక సైక్లిక్ ప్రాసెస్ అంటే ఏంటి, రివర్సిబుల్ ప్రాసెస్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఇర్రివర్సిబుల్ ప్రాసెస్ అంటే ఏంటో అనేది చూద్దాం. ఇక్కడ ఐసోథర్మల్ ప్రాసెస్ అంటే ఏంటి? ద ప్రాసెస్ ఇన్ which temperature will remains constant. The process in which temperature will remains constant. That process we call it as isothermal process. Iso అంటే same, thermal అంటే temperature. So mathematically it can be written as dt is equal to 0. Change in temperature is taken as 0 in any isothermal isothermal process. In any isothermal process, dt must be 0. dt must be 0. Next, coming to the adiabatic process. Coming to the adiabatic process. The process in which the heat cannot be absorbed or lost. The heat cannot be absorbed or lost by the system. Lost by the system. That means the heat will be remains constant. Heat is Q. Heat remains constant. The process in which heat will remain constant, that process is called adiabatic process. That process is called adiabatic process. The mathematical expression is dq is equal to 0. dq is equal to 0. Next, coming to the isobaric process. Isobaric process. The process in which pressure will remain constant. Pressure will remain constant. The mathematical form of adiabatic process is dP is equal to 0. dP is equal to 0. The process in which pressure will remain constant, that process is called adiabatic process. That process is called adiabatic process. P remains constant. The mathematical expression is dP is equal to 0. Next, last one is isochoric process. The process in which volume remains constant. The process in which volume remains constant. Volume remains constant. The mathematical expression is dV is equal to 0. dV is equal to 0. Okay, students, there are majorly four processes. Isothermal process, adiabatic process, isobaric process, isochoric process. Isochoric process. In isothermal process, dT, change in temperature is taken as 0. Change in temperature is taken as 0. In adiabatic process, change in heat is taken as 0. In isobaric process, change in pressure is taken as 0. In isochoric process, change in volume is taken as 0. If you see the isothermal process, there is one condition. That is it must follow the Boyle's law. It must be satisfied the Boyle's law. Boyle's law అంటే టెంపరేచర్ కాన్స్టెంట్గా ఉంచుకోవాలి, ప్రెజర్కి వాల్యూమ్ని వేరీ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. ప్రెజర్ ఈజ్ ఇన్వర్స్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టు వాల్యూమ్ అండ్ దిస్ టర్మ్ is written as PV is equal to 0. PV is equal or ఎలా అయినా రాసుకోవచ్చు. సో అంటే ప్రెజర్ పెరిగితే వాల్యూమ్ పెరుగుతుంది. ఎక్కడ కాన్స్టెంట్ temperature. So it must be follows the Boyle's law. అంటే ప్రెజర్ పెరిగితే వాల్యూమ్ పెరుగుతుంది, వాల్యూమ్ పెరిగితే టెంపరేచర్, both are inversely proportional. Based on this, PV curves are the variation between pressure and volume irrespective of these process. We can see the different PV curves. That is, for example, pressure is taken on y-axis, volume is taken on x-axis. Here, like this, the straight line is obtained which is parallel to y-axis. Here, volume is constant by increasing pressure. Volume is constant by increasing constant. Then what is the process? Volume is constant. Volume is constant. So this curve presents isochoric process. Isochoric process. See students, another example, volume pressure, like this. Here, if you observe, pressure is constant by increasing volume. Pressure is constant by increasing volume. Pressure is constant, then that process is isobaric process. Isobaric process. Isobaric process. Isobaric process. Next, pressure is taken on y-axis, volume is taken on x-axis. We get a curve line. Here, by increasing the volume, pressure is decreases. By increasing the volume, pressure is decreases. Boyle's law is applicable. Boyle's law is applicable. So, P is inversely proportional to volume. P is inversely proportional to volume. So, it is a isothermal process. Isothermal process. Isothermal process. Adiabatic process. In adiabatic process, heat will be constant. Heat is absorbed by the system. Heat is absorbed by the system. Heat is absorbed by the system is represented by plus Q. Heat is absorbed by the system is represented by plus Q. Heat is lost by the system or donated by the system is minus Q. Is minus Q. Here, if you see the PV graph, here also pressure and volume changes. Pressure and volume both are inversely proportional changes. Inversely proportional changes. So basically, thermodynamic processes are basically four processes: isothermal process, adiabatic process, and isobaric process, isochoric process. Isochoric process. Isothermal process లో temperature constant గా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి dT is equal to 0. Adiabatic process లో heat అనేది constant గా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి dP is equal to 0. Isobaric process లో pressure అనేది constant గా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి dP is equal to 0. అలాగే isochoric process లో volume అనేది constant గా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి dV is equal to change in volume equal to 0. Change in volume equal to 0. వాటి యొక్క PV graphs only 3 process కి చూసాం. Next, coming to the cyclic process. Cyclic process, reversible process అంటే ఏంటి, irreversible process అంటే ఏంటి? Cyclic process అంటే మనకి ఒక ఇనిషియల్ స్టేజ్ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి డిఫరెంట్ స్టెప్స్కి రీచ్ అయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఇట్ విల్ రీచెస్ టు ఇనిషియల్ పొజిషన్. The initial state is obtained after multiple steps. That process is called cyclic process. In different multiple steps, we can calculate the energies. How we can calculate the energies later on. How we can calculate the energies in different steps, coming classes. Similarly, reversible process అంటే ఏంటి, irreversible process అంటే ఏంటి? Reversible process అంటే మనకి జనరల్గా the rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. Reversible reaction అంటే rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. దట్ ఈజ్ అ రివర్సిబుల్ రియాక్షన్ అని చెప్పుకుంటాం. దీన్ని ఇక్కడ ఎలా చెప్తామంటే the process in which the direction of reaction reverse, the direction of the reaction change, reversed is called reversible process, is called reversible process, is called reversible process. That type of reactions are represented by A equilibrium to B, B equilibrium to A. Similarly, reversible reactions are like this. Reversible reaction. What is meant by irreversible reactions? Irreversible reaction. Irreversible reaction అంటే the process in which the direction of the reaction cannot be changes. The direction of the reaction cannot be changes at any time. That type of reactions are called as irreversible reaction. Irreversible reaction means simple గా చెప్పాలంటే మనకి it take place only forward reaction. ఇంకో రకంగా చెప్పాలంటే స్పాంటేనియస్ రియాక్షన్ అంటే హీట్ ఈజ్ ఫ్లో ఫ్రమ్ హాట్ ప్లేస్ టు కోల్డర్ ప్లేస్. ప్రెజర్ ఈజ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఫ్రమ్ హై ప్రెజర్ టు లోయర్ ప్రెజర్. వాటర్ ఈజ్ ఆల్వేస్ ఫ్లో ఫ్రమ్ హైయర్ టు లో. అంటే హై ప్లేస్ నుంచి లో ప్లేస్కి వాటర్ ఫ్లో అవుతుంది, కానీ లో ప్లేస్ నుంచి హై ప్లేస్కి ఎప్పుడు కూడా జరగదు. అంటే ఇర్రివర్సిబుల్ అనేది జరగదు, ఓన్లీ ఫార్వర్డ్ రియాక్షన్ మాత్రమే జరుగుతుంది. సో వాట్ ఈజ్ మెant బై ద irreversible reactions అనేవి చూసాం. సో the basics of thermodynamics up to now we discussed about the basics of thermodynamics. In coming classes we will discuss about the as per your syllabus concern I will discuss the different topics. Okay, thank you.